Hello and welcome to this introduction to the MetaTrader 4 trading platform with Jay Elliott-Purdy. It's me from the UK branch of Easy Forex. Okay, I'm going to show you how to download, install the platform first of all, set up a demo account, open and close modified deals, and some of the other basic functionality. To get to the platform on your account, go to easyforex.com, okay, our web page, go to trading platforms. There's a button there for mt4. Go to that page and click download now. Okay, gives me an option here. I'm going to run the program, confirm that I want it on my computer, accept the warning and the agreement. Okay, I've already got it on there, so I'm going to change the directory a little bit. Normally you'll just be able to press next and it will create a desktop shortcut and it will launch the program as well. Once it's downloaded, click Finish. Give it a few seconds. It's installed on my computer extremely quickly. Okay, if you've already signed up for an account with Easy Forex and you tick the mt4 box as you were registering, you'll already have login details for a live account. And if you want to get on there straight away and start trading on a live account, as soon as it's opened, you can enter your login details that you received in your email when you first set up the account. The login will be a list of numbers. The password will be a password set by us, and you'll receive that in the email. You can change the password once you're logged in. If you just want to set up a demo account, okay, and have a play around, or you've already got the live account, we just close this box, cancel or close the box, click on File, click Open an Account. This is purely for demos. Okay, put in some details here. We don't collect these details, so you can put whatever you want. Choose the currency that you'd like to have it in. I'm in the UK, so I'm going to have mine in pounds. Choose the size of your deposit. You can click one of the options or type it in yourself. I'm going to put in £10,000. Need to tick this box to subscribe to newsletters. Do not worry, there are no newsletters you're subscribing to. It's just to help you get through to the next page. I click on Next. It's already got the Easy Forex demo server listed, so I don't need to scan. I click Next again, and it's going to set me up with my account and give me my login details. This is for an mt4 demo account. It might be worth writing down these details in case you have to reinstall or something happens on your computer, or you go to someone else's computer and you want to log in. Write down these details, login and the password. You don't need the investor password, just the top two, in case you need to log in from somewhere else or in case you need to reinstall. I click Finish, and you can see down the bottom at the moment we've got no connection. But as we log in, it connects to the Easy Forex demo server, and you can see now it's going to be a colored connection. It's giving us some connection to the server, and all these prices now will be live. Okay, thank you. All these prices will now be live, and the charts will be up to date. Okay, so this is the setup that you'll see when you first install the platform. You can have multiple profiles. For example, I can click on the default button down here. This is actually the profile button. I can select different profiles. These are the standard ones that are set up. Different things. Okay, I'm going to go from the default. You can save and have different profiles, different strategies you might want. I'm going to use the default for now. I've got 4 different charts up. The first thing I want to do, I don't really like having 4 charts on one screen. I'm just going to have 1 chart on one screen. So I'm going to close down a few of these. And I've got a maximize button here, so I can see a nice big chart in the middle of my screen. Okay. Other things you might want to do, if they're personal to you, personally I like to have candlestick. Often when you open a new chart it's going to be slightly different. What we'll do then is we'll open a new chart, and I'll show you my own personal tips for setting up the chart. So I'm going to go for pound dollar. It's over here in the market watch box. I right click on my mouse and I can click on chart window. What's that going to do? It's going to give me a new tab for the new chart. I've still got my old chart here, okay, of euro dollar 4 hour, but now I've got a new pound dollar chart with the standard settings for when I open a new chart, which is a 1 hour on a bar chart. Okay, personally I like to have candlesticks, so I click on the candlestick button here. I want to look at half an hour. I'm going to zoom in a bit so you can actually see the different sizes of the candles. Okay, I can scroll forward and backwards to see different time frames. Also, I've got an auto scroll here and a chart shift option. I like to have the chart shift on so I can try and predict where the market's going to go. Okay, so I put that chart shift on there, and this is the perfect setup for me to be able to analyze a chart. Okay, there are a few boxes, number of boxes on the MT4 platform. We've got the market watch box up here in the top left. It's got another tab which is the tick chart, which shows you the movement every time the price changes by a fraction of a pip. We've got the symbols here. You have an automatic list of symbols. It's fairly minimal. You have options to expand this. You can right click and then click show all, and then we'll give you absolutely everything, including commodities and metals, gold, XAU, silver, XAG, oils, okay, stock indices, S&P, NASDAQ, FTSE, German DAX, and a few other less common currency pairs. Okay, that's show all. Otherwise, I can right click, click on symbols, and I can select which ones I want to see. Maybe I don't really enjoy trading the Australian dollar CAD. I have no interest in it. I can click hide, and it won't be on that list anymore. Okay, that's the market watch box. If that accidentally disappears, I can just go to view, click on market watch, and it's going to reappear. Navigator box. This is showing me my accounts, my indicators, and any robots I might have running at a time. I'm not going to go into robots now, but if you do have them, you'll see them on here. And custom indicators as well. You've got a list of those that we can use. There are some automatic ones given when you first download, or you can download your own. The account I've set up is a demo account, and you can see that here, Bobby Smith. That's my pseudonym for today. And there's a little green man wearing a green jacket. It's actually a gold man wearing a green jacket. Signals that I'm on a demo account. When you have a real account, there'll be a man wearing a gold jacket. Okay, so that's when you know you're on the real account. You can switch between the two within the same platform. To log into a real account at any time, once you've got your login details, you can click on File, Login, choose the live server, okay, and enter the real login details, which will be different to those demo details. You would have been emailed them. If you're setting up and you don't have the MT4 details, just contact us and we'll either set up the new account or resend your login details out for it. Down below the navigator, you've got the terminal. Automatically, this is running along the bottom. Okay, I have account history, I have trade, which will show all my open trades, my free margin, and my equity and my balance. Account history, this will show all my closed trades. Don't have any at the moment. Alerts, if I want to set up an alert to let me know when a certain price has been hit, I can set up alerts via there. Okay, and then a few others down here, journal describing exactly what we've done, expert advisors, etc., etc. Now to do some basic analysis, let's say we're looking at the pound-dollar chart, and we have a support line here. We decide that it's bouncing off support and it's about to go up. Okay, this is our decision. Now, if we think it's going to go up, we want to be buying pounds and selling US dollars. Multiple ways to open up a trade initially. We can double click on the pound dollar here and then click buy, or we can click new order up here, and again we've got the option. Okay, or we can even right click on the chart. Okay, we can do a buy limit, or we can do a new order. Okay, most important thing, if you've used other platforms before and you haven't used lots or volume, is to know how big you are trading. When you bring up that order box, the volume here automatically is going to be set at 1. Okay, for brand new trader, this may be big, or if you've got a lot of money in the account, it may be small. I don't know, but you might want to change it. For me personally, if I'm going in as a new trader, I'm going to have it a bit smaller. Possibly I might be doing sort of 0.1 trade size. It's equivalent to having £10,000, and it's going to be $1 per pip. Okay, so $1 per pip. You'll see in the prices, actually we go down further than a pip. We go to fractionals. Okay, this 5th decimal place. Yep, so when you're measuring out in your mind how much per pip, you're just looking at the 4th decimal place. So if I trade 0.1 on a pound dollar, if this goes up from 1.6587 to 1.6597, it's gone up 10 pips, I'm going to be $10 richer, okay, because I'm buying pounds and selling dollars. So if I'm happy with that setup, 0.1, I click buy. Okay, as you can see, it's extremely fast, confirms it's successful, and you can see my trade has appeared down below. So I bought 0.1 lots of pound dollar. It's 10,000 pounds worth. I'm going to be making or losing $1 per pip as the price is going up or down. Next thing most people want to do is put in a stop loss and a take profit, or good traders normally do anyway. Okay, and you have several options to do that as well. The S, L, and the TP in the terminal box, they signal your stop loss and your take profit. Once you put them on, they will appear here. If you want to put them in manually, you can double click in either of these boxes. It's going to bring up the order box, but instead of executing a trade, which is what we normally have, it looks something like this, it's going to open it automatically with the modify order type. Okay, so we're modifying that order that we've opened previously, and by modifying we mean we're putting in a stop loss and a take profit. Let's say, for example, if it comes down to 1.6540, I want to get out of the trade. That's where I want my stop loss. So I'm going to type that in here, 1.65400 as my stop loss. And let's say, for example, for a take profit, I want to be running at 1.6680. Okay, so I can put that in there as well. Right, so I put in my stop loss, I put in my take profit, I'm happy with those levels. I can click on modify, and now my stop loss and my take profit are in place. I can close down the mt4, walk away, whatever. If it hits that stop loss level, the trade will close with guaranteed stop losses with Easy Forex, guaranteed take profit as well. So if it hits either of those two levels, you know your trade is going to close at that level. It appears on the chart, which is nice, so you can see that I'm looking for more profit than I'm risking, which personally is one of the prerequisites for getting into a trade. And if I feel like one of them is not quite right, doesn't quite match up with my chart, say for example I want to take profit on the resistance level, I can shift the take profit up to there, and that is a form of one-click trading. Okay, so I need to accept the one-click trading terms actually. I need to do that once. It will only happen once when you've logged in. Okay, and I've moved my take profit up to the resistance level. Maybe I want to shift my stop loss even closer as well. As soon as it drops below that support, I want to be out of the trade. And I've shifted it, and it confirms with a noise that I've actually adjusted my stop loss and my take profit level. Okay, initially, after opening a trade, let's do another one, maybe a bit smaller. All right, I could actually move the stop loss and the take profit from the open position. Okay, what I'm going to do, because we've got two trades on for the same pair on the same chart, I'm going to open a new chart in dollar-yen. Okay, I'm going to open a dollar-yen position. What I'm going to do this time round, though, I'm going to use the one-click trading which we just turned on. Okay, I'm going to show you that application. In the top left of the chart, there is a small white arrow, and there's a trade panel. Okay, now I don't like trading one lot, okay, for beginners. This is reasonably large for me. So you can either modify this, but if you modify it once, it's going to come back and it's going to go back to one lot every time you want to do a new trade. So ideally what I'd do is go to Tools, go to Options, click on Trade, and change the default size. Okay, I'm going to change the default size to 0.1 and press OK. It's also the same place if you want to change your password. You go to Tools, Options, Server. You can change your password there as well. So now my default size, if I actually going to create a new window, is going to be 0.1. Okay, so if I'm happy with that, rather than having to click on the new order and then click buy, as soon as I see something is happening on the chart that I'm interested in, okay, I can just click buy or sell. So say I think dollar-yen is going to go up, I can click buy, and it does the deal immediately. Okay, as I click it, it's already doing the deal, milliseconds. And so it's bought 0.1 US dollar in exchange for Japanese yen. You can see the deal down below here. Again, I've got no stop loss or take profit. Rather than clicking and entering manually, I'm going to use the chart this time. Okay, so I've got my dollar yen chart. I've got the deal that I've just opened. I'm going to aim for a take profit at the resistance level here. So I move a line up from, I click on where the open position is and drag up to where I want to take profit. And then for the stop loss, I click on the position and drag down. Okay, and I'm going to drag down to the support here. That's where I'd like to get out of the trade if it goes against me. All right, so I can actually trade directly from the chart. All right, so I've opened my deal, and you can see now the take profit and the stop loss are in place. Okay, the other way you can do, say for example this pound dollar one that we haven't adjusted yet, I can double click in here and I can choose a number of points. Now the points is a bit misleading, okay, the way that MetaTrader 4 does it. The points here, a point is 0.1 pips. Okay, so the level of 125 points is actually 12.5 pips. So it's not very much for me. I'd rather have, say, 25 pip stop loss, okay, for example, and 25 pip take profit as well. So I put them in, it puts them in the boxes here. I have to click on the copy, and it's giving me a 25 pip stop loss and a 25 pip take profit. I'm happy with that. I click on modify, and now you can see it's got both my deals on this pound dollar chart. Normally I'd only be running deals open roughly at the same time. If you are happy with the deal and you want to close it before it hits the stop loss or the take profit, again, I've clicked the one-click trading on. Okay, so one way to do it, if you want to do the long way around, is to find the deal in your trade tab in your terminal box, find the deal that you want to close, double click, make sure you don't double click in the SL or TP boxes or it's going to give you the modify again. But if you double click on any other part, it's going to give you market execution. If I click buy or sell, it's going to open an identical trade, a new trade. Okay, so I don't want that. I want to close the trade that I've got open at the moment. So I'd click on close and it would close it up for me. Okay, and that trade has disappeared. If you want to know how much you made or lost, I click on account history, shows me the old trade, told me that I made a small loss on that one. Let's say I want to do it a bit quicker than that. I don't want to have to click in and then click close. I just want to close it really fast. I have a little cross on the end here. Okay, so make sure I'm on the right deal. I find the little cross and I click that and it's closed. And again, you can see how quick it is. It's extremely fast way of trading on the one-click trading on MT4. So that is opening a deal, that's modifying a deal, and that's closing a deal. Okay. Basic tools of analysis are available up here. We've got horizontal line I can click on. Okay, and if I've got the mouse I can double click and I can drag that and move it wherever I want to. Okay, and double click off to unhighlight it again. Trend lines available to you as well. Okay, not too difficult to work out how to use them. A couple on there just as an example. Channels, again, not too tricky. Put the channel in, double click. I can drag, this is the first, this is the initial, this is giving you the one with the 3 dots is giving you the angle. I've got one here to match up. The channel means that they're at the same angle. Okay, so I've got a reasonable channel actually coming down here on pound dollar at the moment. What about pending orders? The last thing we're going to go through. To do a pending order is an order that's going to execute at a particular price. Okay, let's look at another chart. Let's go to Australian dollar, US dollar. I right click, I click chart window, opens up an Aussie dollar, US dollar chart for me. I want a chart shift, I want candlesticks. Okay, I'm going to zoom in a little bit there. And let's say it's broken this level. Okay, but I think actually when it hits this resistance, it's going to touch and then bounce down. Okay. So what I want to do at this point, I want to sell when it gets to this level. Now, because I think it's going to be a reversal, I'll actually be doing what's called a sell limit. Okay, if I thought it was going to go up and then keep on going, I do what's called a buy stop. A stop You do a buy stop or a sell stop when you think it's going to continue going in the same direction. So I thought it was going to reach there and then carry on. I'll be entering a buy stop. I think it's going to reach there and turn around. So I'm doing a limit order because I think it's going to turn around. So I need to do a sell limit. There are a couple of ways to do that. I can click on new order and then click pending order. Okay. And what I want to do is a sell limit. So I'm going to be selling, so I think it's going to come down. And I can enter the price at which I want to start, 0.9132. Okay, and then I just place that in. And I've got a limit order. You can see down below in the trade, I've got a limit order to enter here. And you can't see it right now because I've got a line actually on there. If I delete this line, you'll see my limit order. Okay, it was hiding behind my horizontal line. You can see the limit order there. Okay, and I can actually move. I can't move it, it's too close, but I could move it a little bit further away if I wanted to. Okay, so again, you can trade on the chart and move your limit order even on the chart. All right. Now with the limit order, I can also put in a stop loss and a take profit just as I did before. However, I can't do it on the chart because it thinks that I'm going to be moving the limit order itself. So I need to put them in manually. Okay, so you could do that again by clicking in the stop loss or take profit box here. All right, so that is how you put. If you want to remove it, by the way, again, you can just click the little cross, or you can double click in and click delete. Okay, that's all I wanted to go through today. Hopefully that's enough to get you going, to actually get you up on the platform, to show you how to open, close, modify deals. And we're going to do another video showing you in more detail how to do some of the analysis, how to use some of the indicators and some of the robots. Okay, thanks a lot. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.